UConn won the Natty.
I saw.
Thrilled.
Exciting.
Yeah. Started
We
crying in
love
my
it.
car. It was really fun.
Oh, why were you were watching it in your car?
I was getting ice cream.
When?
Yeah. Well, not really. My mother and I are getting like depression ice cream
Okay, but
because,
ice cream is like a
but
good choice of.
yeah, but we miss the puppies
I
like a
know.
lot.
I'm
So
sorry.
it's
Ice
okay.
cream heals. I think ice cream works.
Yeah. But 7-Eleven was closed, so I got Carvel.
Ooh, we don't have those. Well, I think we have like one, but we don't have any of them.
7-Eleven or a
The
Carvel?
Carvel. We have
Really?
7-Elevens, yeah. We have one and it's by the mall,
What
and
do
I
you
think
do for
I've
birthdays?
Dairy Queen
Oh, isn't that like
or
I guess
or
Carvel's
like
expensive.
I don't know, ShopRite makes ice cream cakes, I think. I guess. So, yeah, fun fact.
Okay. Should we start with the obvious?
The
I'm
like pause of us being like, what do we say?
I'm okay. I
I feel like we
welcome
should get
back.
confetti.
No.
Doo-doo-doo.
Welcome back to Read Between the Blue Lines. I'm Mackenzie, that's Bree.
Hello.
Make sure you rate, follow, all that lovely stuff. Ovechkin broke the record. Congratulations. I'm so mad because about a month ago, I was like, I might get tickets to go to like the last two Islanders Caps games because like I'm on the island, I will be home, yada yada yada, blah blah blah. Tickets are only like $50.
It's as a typical Islanders game.
I don't know what I was supposed to have going on today, but I think I was like supposed to be busy, so I didn't get tickets and the whole thing happened. Last week, I was like, okay, if he gets within like two, three, I might get tickets.
Yeah. The little like
Mm. Um, Long story short, obviously tickets went up to like two, three, four, five. So I think 7 grand was like the most expensive ticket for today.
yeah,
Um,
which is wild. Like who, sorry, where are you getting your money from to do like to pay that for like a 3 hour, it's not even 3 hours. Hockey
no, but
games are like
it's
2 hours.
but like
Like,
okay, 3 hours, and most of the people in that stadium today were from like our Washington fans. So I'm like, you have to
mm-hmm.
drive here. Gotta
It's a
like, oh my
travel.
God. At least it was a day game though, so they could like
Yeah, it wasn't like a 7:30 start and then you're like here all night. That would have been
stuck on Long
not
Island. Yeah.
fun. Yeah,
No.
I imagine that. But yeah,
Um, and like the media passes were gone.
yeah.
So yeah, he broke the record. They stopped the game.
As a I guess I also like I don't want to say it was okay. Obviously was not alive when Gretzky did it, so I don't know what it was like. I guess I could look up on YouTube what it looked like. I did never thought of that until literally a second. But the idea of it was very like anticlimactic. Like I knew it was happening, but still at the same time I was like, I feel like it could have been better. Like celebrate on the ice as like a team, do your thing, but like I felt like you could have just waited till the end of the game to do the rest of it because it would have felt a little more put together.
That and also I feel like the Islanders are still fighting for a playoff spot. And yes, they won the game. Yes, they won the game outright. Mark Atcombe was on Hattie Watch, which was kind of really funny. Um, but I had to sneeze.
Oh,
Um,
almost bless you.
yeah, thanks. I I don't know. Like I saw it and I was like, woo, and then I was like, okay, we don't have to talk about this
Yeah.
anymore. It's great.
See, I was telling my mom about this too, because like as someone who works in hockey, I've been hearing about it like since last season.
Non-stop.
But not even this year. Like last year when he wasn't scoring a lot, we were like, "Oh my God, it's gonna take forever." And I was like, "Could we like worry about this when it like becomes an actual thing we have to worry about?"
I think once he got to
But
800, it was just like
yeah, because it was kind of inevitable. But I was telling my mom, I was like, at this point, like, okay, it's broken. But now, like, if he scores five more, nobody's ever scored 900 goals. So that's gonna be a whole other thing. And then like, however, like I imagine it'll eventually die down, but I feel like it's now it's like this is my biggest pet peeve. The amount of like tweets, posts, things that people have said on broadcast of being like, this player is now 700, blah blah, and I'm like, we don't need to know. Especially if it's somebody who has like 100 something career goals. I'm like,
Well,
why?
I
Like
think those
the
are all
joke is not.
jokes.
I know, but like they're overused.
No,
I
I
don't
get
like
it.
it. I don't want to hear it. I know. Like, I get it. You know what I mean? I don't
I
know.
will say, like, credit where credit is due because he broke his leg in the
Yeah.
middle of the season,
Also,
and
he's 39 years old. Like,
and he has a frat boy
whoa.
diet.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah,
you
that
have
too.
like JT doing like amulets and
Yep.
who doesn't use lights anymore? Chikrin?
Yeah.
Okay.
Also on the
So
Caps.
you have all these people who do all of these like woo-woo
Oh, he's
things.
like drinking Diet Coke on the bench or whatever, and like
Yeah.
eating Subway before games. It's wild.
He
Like,
has like flaming
okay.
hot Cheetos and he's
Yeah.
like, I'm good.
Could you? I wish if I was an athlete, I like. I feel like that'd be my. I'd want to be able to be successful without having to like change. Not like that drastic, but I'd be like, nah, it's fine.
Like I still want ice cream later.
And it works for me. So see ya.
Yeah.
You don't get to say it doesn't work. Bye.
No. Another so like credit where credit's due, he's great. He'll get 900. He might get
Yes.
900.
Crazy
Um
in like the grand scheme of things, but yes.
I do we had both predicted that if he hits it, he might retire early because he's done interviews where he said like once I cross it, I'm done. Which has always been my biggest pet peeve because I've always said like if he doesn't cross like if we get to a certain point and he's not helping his team anymore,
Yeah.
he shouldn't stay to cross it.
Mhm. And the
He's
team had said a
obviously
while
helping
ago.
his team.
Yeah, and the team said a while ago they were like literally gonna build around him just so like he could break the record. Obviously, this year that ended up panning out for the better, but like at
Yeah.
some when they said that, I was like, so you're just never gonna focus on winning a cup again? You just want him to break the record, which I get, but also as a team, it should be not your main focus.
But if you're Ovechkin, you have the record.
Mm.
Let's say the Caps go on to win the cup this year. You just cut
You
your
have to go
losses.
out. You have to go out like that.
Like you can't stay for another
No,
season.
because like knowing that you'd come back and like nothing's guaranteed the next season. So like, imagine if you don't even qualify for the playoffs. That's how you have to go. No, no,
No, I
you
think
would take the
also
cup
like
and say, I'm out. Sorry guys, you can take it. I'm
what
done.
if you get injured?
That too.
Like that's always a like
Yeah.
um talking about cutting your losses. Philip man, I feel so bad for the kid.
No.
But he has
It's
another
so
concussion and
funny.
he's having like bad days. They're
Yeah.
saying like they're alternating, but some like the bad days are really bad. And I'm like, he's
It's like his
so
fifth one,
young.
and he's 25, right?
I'm like, you just like I just like I love the kid's style of play. He was so fun to watch.
Yeah, but at some point, like your quality of life
Yeah.
has to come above
Like you have
that.
another like 60 years of life
Yeah.
ahead of you. We should
Yeah.
consider,
Not.
yeah.
Sorry.
Because like
Yes.
I can almost guarantee he's gonna have CTE or
Yeah.
has it already.
Which is horrible. But yeah.
So I think Ovechkin might retire, if I'm being so honest.
I could see it.
But speaking of the Capitals, we forgot to mention something last week because we didn't think that BC wouldn't be in the
Oh,
final
I was
four.
like, what happened? I missed. Yeah, another I still like forget that, but
So
we're
Ryan
seeing it.
Leonard signing with the Caps, he's had a hell of a week. Can you
Yeah.
imagine you're in like stats class Tuesday at 8 o'clock in the morning, and the next day you're debuting in Boston,
Mm-hmm.
your home state,
Yep.
and then you get your first goal,
Mm-hmm.
and then Ovi breaks the record
Yeah.
in a week?
It's literally like, yeah, I couldn't even imagine what's the word? I don't want it's not deja vu. Like I feel like it'd be an out of body experience.
Yeah,
I
like
wouldn't
that's like
believe
a
any of that
dream.
was real. I'd be like, no, no, I woke up. But I'm still in college. What are you talking about? Like, what do you mean?
He wakes up, he has to go do a Frozen 4, and he's like, wait, I don't know if it's worth it
Stop.
actually.
Like, wait a second, I don't want that anymore. I just had this awesome dream. Like that's where I should be.
Yeah,
But yeah, that's like imagine like that must be the coolest. It has to be the coolest start of a career week I feel like we've seen in so long. Like it's sick.
probably.
So all the
But
credit.
so Ryan Leonard heading to the Capitals, Gabe Perreault signed with the Rangers. Um, it took him a little bit, but Jacob Fowler signed with the Canadians. Very excited for him.
Mm-hmm.
Um, not sure if he's gonna end up doing anything. I mean, I wouldn't.
This season?
If I were the Habs,
Yeah.
I wouldn't put him in right now. Because if he
No.
loses a game, that
Yeah.
Bree and I have been having some technical difficulties
A
today.
lot of them.
So sorry.
For no reason. It's so unnecessary.
Yeah, oopsies.
It's okay.
Okay, so congrats, Ovi. Good job. Um,
It's been a week.
hell of a week for Leno.
Mm-hmm.
If we pivot to college real quick,
Yeah,
we have two first timers in the Frozen Four.
we do.
Penn State and Western Michigan have never been there.
That's so exciting. But
And then
also I
we,
feel like so heartbreaking at the same time if you lose. But you got there. That's the exciting part.
my body doesn't like me right now. I'm so sorry. I
It's
have like a
okay, we're
chill.
fine. We're good. We're going
Um,
through it.
so yeah, Penn State, Western Michigan, and then you have BU and Denver.
Mm-hmm.
The overwhelming favorites are BU and Denver.
Which makes sense.
Yeah. So it'll
Obviously.
be like a horrifying upset if either of them don't make it.
But honestly, like, not that I wish that on anybody, it would kind of make it 10 times more interesting.
Yeah.
Because, like, of course, I don't know. Like, you expect those teams to be there, but I like when the underdogs, like, are just kind of doing underdog things.
Yeah, but I don't know
And
that either
then,
of them can put up a fight in the final, and I don't want it to be boring.
okay, true.
Like,
Yeah, there's like
yeah,
two sides of it.
yeah.
Okay,
Also because
true.
especially if it ends up being like Denver, I'm
Like,
like,
it's gonna be a blowout because, like, the other
yeah.
team, yeah, and then
Like
it isn't the greatest game ever.
BU's great. Don't get me wrong. But Denver is really like creating a name for themselves as like
Yeah,
best team in college hockey, and it's a little scary.
yeah, it's terrifying. I know the Avs literally always tweet about it because obviously they're out there, and I like kind of forget they exist until like I guess this time of the year, but it's insane.
Which
So good for them.
there was a club team that beat them this year, which is so funny to me.
Yeah. Oh, I forget which one it was.
UNLV.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but honestly, like if that was me, like that would be has to be the highlight of your season.
Yeah,
Like beating them, like come on. There's nothing. I don't care if you lose like every other game after that. That's like the highlight.
I think they did lose
That's
every.
a that's okay. You know what? You got the win over Denver. That's what counts.
I gotta say,
That's
the
what
most
counts.
frustrating thing was Yale's first two games were against Denver this year, and I was like,
Did they lose them?
why? Why do we have
Oh,
to do that?
that's like a happy start of the season. Not have fun.
It's
It's
like
okay.
happy start to the season. Go get like
No wins.
that's not the word I was gonna say,
I
but
know, but it's okay. But I
God.
am excited for that. That's like this week.
Yeah, it's this weekend.
Help. I need a calendar. The
It's
10th,
Thursday
right?
the
It's
10th
Thursday.
and Saturday the
I was
12th.
like, I know one of them is definitely during the week.
Yeah, it's Thursday and Saturday. Last
Fun.
time the Frozen Four happened, the final was the first day you and I met, actually.
Really?
Hmm. I know because I was
That's
listening to it
right.
on my
Yeah,
way home from Boston. Because
that is so
I
funny.
had gotten tickets to that conference, but UMass was like in it at
Yeah.
first. And I was texting one of my friends and I was like, if UMass makes it,
You're
I will
going?
find a way to get there because
As
I
you
wanted
should.
to see Ryan play his like final thing.
Hmm.
Um, obviously it did not happen, so I did not go. But Yeah, Denver got it again last year.
I remember I
Dude
didn't
is
watch that one, obviously,
I didn't watch it. I was
but
listening to it and I was like
that's
play by
crazy.
play texting my cousin the entire time.
I love it. I know for sure I watched the semifinal games, like the Frozen Four games, but I didn't watch the final.
I mean, we were out
But
technically.
true.
You were still in the middle of Boston. Like the Red Sox game, I think was still
Yeah.
happening
I was
because
like just
I left the Sox game early, and then when I was driving home, they were playing, and I was like texting because I was texting about Fowler and like both the goalies and what they were doing.
I love
Um,
it. Oh my God, it's crazy. That was a year ago.
yeah.
Literally, time is
So,
fake. Time is fake. It's fake.
dude, I just processed that like
Mm.
because it's like the playoffs are next week,
Yeah.
and I was like, what do you mean? What do
No.
you
Oh
mean?
yeah, because now it's Sunday. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm a Sunday to Saturday girly, so for me, playoffs are next Saturday, so it's next week.
Yeah, it's true.
Terrifying.
I don't like that.
No.
Like I do, but I also don't like that. That
I'm
means
like,
we're
where's
getting
all
to
the
the
time gone?
end.
Yeah.
Like, and I say that, and then I complain, and then we have 2 months, and then I'm like, we're back. Ha ha. Oh my God, that's crazy.
Yeah, a little bit.
Anyway, actually, and then we'll be back even earlier because they don't have a date yet, but it'll be
Yeah, they
earlier
do.
October. Yeah, but like in terms of like what teams and when. Sorry, car just drove by. I got distracted.
It's
Um,
October 7th.
I know, but I'm saying for like,
Like, we don't know who's playing,
yeah,
but
but
I'm like,
so
we do
yeah,
in fact have a season start
we
date.
will be, we'll be back before we know it. I say that as if like every day I'm like, oh my God, what are we doing? But
I think it takes me like a day. I think like the Stanley Cup final happens and I'm like, okay, great. And then I can like ride that high for like a day or two. And then I'm like,
see,
where
mine
did hockey go?
at work, it's like, I don't say it's the worst, but like last year, the way the final ended and when the draft was, it was all in like the span of 3 days. So I didn't even have time to process game seven. And then we were like on to draft stuff. And I was like, okay, fine. And then after draft stuff, obviously it's like free agency and all that. So my brain does not like compute it's not hockey season until like July 3rd. And I'm like, oh,
S-
wait.
Someone at work decided to pick a fight with me yesterday about whether or not the series went to 7 last year. Um,
First off, you can Google that.
I know, but like
Not saying you don't know it, but like, why can't they Google it? It would prove your point right immediately.
we were chatting about like hockey superstitions.
Okay, valid. There are a lot of them.
And I was explaining that I think I want to say like game 4 or whatever of the final last year, and I really wanted Edmonton to win.
Yeah.
I wanted it to be fun, okay?
We're here for the vibes.
Yeah, and so
Here for the
I
vibes.
was in the kitchen, I think, like when they scored their first goal, and then I stayed in the kitchen.
Oh, that's so valid.
Um, and like we were talking about it, and he was like, yeah, that one went to 5, right?
Wait,
And I
can
was
you?
like,
I love how you literally made them talk like the Charlie Brown parents, like the blah 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 blah. That's exactly what that was. Just like your own version of it. Like there's no words. It's just like them
well,
yapping.
yeah, he was like going on and on. Then he went, wait, didn't that series go to 5? And I was like, no, it most definitely went
First
to
off, it
7.
was literally almost a reverse sweep. What are we talking about?
I
You
know.
can't do that in 5 games. That is impossible. Like,
So I was like,
oh
no,
my,
it went to 7. Like it's a pretty like well-known thing that it went to 7.
I'm
He
crying.
thought I was talking about a different year because we were at a Devils game, so I think he got confused. He thought I was talking about like a Devils series a few years ago. And I was like, I don't even know what series you were talking about
The
currently.
last, I think Vegas, Florida was 5 games.
No, he was talking about like a Devils playoff series.
Oh, but I'm trying to
And
think
I
like
was like, the Devils
recently.
haven't been to the cup final recently. So
Yeah.
like what okay. So
No,
he
I
was
was.
just like drunk and out of it, so it's fine. But
It was in fact a 7 game series. I can tell you because my
it
brain was
was.
mush. And then they're like draft, and I'm like, oh, great! I love that for me. It's so fun. I hate the NHL scheduling again. They need to
I
calm
l-
down.
I love it though because I think if I had to go like the amount of time that football has off.
Oh, I'd be insane.
I almost lost it because like F1 felt like such a long time for them to
Yeah,
take
that's like
off. And I was like, oh my
that's
God,
still only like two
stop it.
months,
Yeah.
2.5-ish.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like hockey is
Just
by
yes.
far the longest season when you count pre and post. Um, but like,
Even if you don't, 6 months is still. I
well,
know football might be a yeah,
basketball and hockey both have 82 game seasons. Um, but I feel like I think hockey goes like a week longer, maybe.
yeah. I want to say so.
So that's always
Makes
fun.
sense. But we're
Yeah.
excited. I also I realized this is so like stupid to say, but my first 2 years that I've like actually worked in hockey, we've had a first time winner, and this year there's nobody in that hasn't won, and I'm mad about it. Like Vancouver would have to get in because they haven't ever won one, and they're probably not. And I was like, but I want the streak to keep going. There's only so many teams, and so many of them are already not in it.
Maybe you'll have a Canada. You'll break the Canada curse.
Could you imagine? That'd be insane. I mean, it's doable. I thought about it the other day though. I was like, dang, everybody's won one. That sucks. It's like, I want someone who hasn't won one again. Come on. It's okay. The streak has come to an end.
You would
It's
have a
fine.
Vancouver Rangers final and you would be internally rooting for the Canucks
Yes,
to win
because I
because
would want the first. I've had two of them win for the first time, and I'm like, that's just keep it going.
I'm sorry,
No,
Brianna,
honestly
did you
not
just
because
say you would root
listen,
for the Canucks over
yes,
the
Mackenzie, because if I rooted for the Rangers, I feel as if they would purposely embarrass
Rangers?
me. So I would just purposely root for the other team, and then they would probably win, knowing how it would go. And that's a dream. Them even getting to a Stanley Cup final.
Okay. I
It's
mean,
fine.
listen,
No,
I
I really
say
would
this.
not do that. But like as a work, like my silly little like, oh, it'd be cool for like me to work another one that has a first time winner. Yes. As a fan, obviously not. But like at work, I'd be like, yeah, I want like it's. I've had two of them. Keep it going. It's fine.
I mean, I wanted a Rangers Canucks last year because I wanted to
The
be like okay
94.
with either of the outcome.
Yeah.
That was supposed to be plural. It's fine.
It's. I know what you
Um,
meant. The outcomes. The multiple variations of them. Yes.
I listen, I'm also committing a sin because like the longer the Devils play, the more that I get paid. Um, so
But it's like yeah.
they don't have to
I don't
win
know.
the
It's fine.
cup.
No. Just keep going.
They could just make it to
Hey.
game 7 of the cup or game 6 even because I they wouldn't have no
Yeah. This in my headphones is so fun.
6.
It's just noise. I don't know how to describe it to you. It's like I have like a silent disco going on, but like only that I can hear. Are you laughing? I can't describe it. And I can't even try and like tell you like what it like disappeared. Like now it's gone. I promise I'm not going insane.
Think you might
It
be.
it is there. I
Okay.
promise. It's fine. Anyway, yeah. I can't wait to make my bracket too. I'm waiting until they like finalize that too, but I'm so pumped. I'm so excited.
Oh yeah, speaking of bracket, I will include it in the show notes, but we're doing a little bracket challenge with like a little baby prize if enough people join. Um, so
Do it.
you should join our bracket. I'll leave it in the show
Last
notes.
year, mine was almost perfect, minus one team, and I was so mad about it. But everything else right.
Good for
It's
you. I
okay.
put the Rangers winning the whole thing last
Well,
year in
no,
every
so
single bracket. So
I made two. I made one that had, you know how much I hate myself? It was an Avs Rangers Stanley Cup final. I don't know what I would do with myself in that situation. I hope I never have to experience it. The one I actually made that was like real was Panthers Stars, and I had the Panthers winning, which happened, but everything else was legit except I had the Stars winning over the Oilers Western Conference Final, and they went to the Cup. They did not.
I think
but I was so
One of
close.
the ones I did was Rangers Stars, and the other one was Rangers Canucks.
Rangers Stars would be, I don't want that either.
It'd be
Last year,
really
maybe.
good hockey, though.
Last year. This year, no.
No, yeah, yeah, last year. It would be really good
Yeah, that would
hockey,
have been
though.
sick. True. But anyway, go do it. I love little brackets. They're my favorite thing ever. I've done one every year for a while. I make
Last
my
year
whole
was the
family
first year
do
I did
it.
it.
What?
I've also never done fantasy.
Oh my God, don't do that. I say as if I'm in three different leagues. It's so much work.
No, I've only ever done like I think I did a March Madness bracket for the first time last year.
How'd
Um,
it go?
I have no idea.
Uh,
I didn't win.
oh, so you didn't check on it?
I put UConn to win the men's, but I knew that like the whoever their opponent was wasn't
Who you
like
picked?
who I picked.
Oh, okay.
And so I like stopped paying attention because I was like, I don't know. And then this year my bracket busted for the men really early. And then last year for the women, I think I also had UConn winning it all, so I got messed up there. I should check on my women's bracket this year
Yeah.
because I think it actually might have gone well.
See? I love it. They're so fun.
Okay, so in talking about Ovechkin's record, I think that there are questions about whether or not it can like legitimately be broken
Again.
again.
Yeah, I guess.
Um, and so there are three names who have the potential based off of current pace, and Bree, our lovely statistician over here, is going to give us some
Oh, I love
stats.
that.
But it's Leon Draisaitl,
One of them, yeah.
Austin Matthews.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, maybe. I hesitate to put him in there because if he had such a good season last year,
Oh,
and this season he
I think
just is
he's
not producing.
the front runner.
Yes, but
He
not
would
if
have to
he's
keep it up.
completely fallen off.
Yes.
Because what is he at, 29, 30 this year?
30. He
Yeah,
just hit
like
30.
that's rough, buddy. Um,
But wasn't he hurt a bunch of times this year? I think he's been out. He was out. That's the other thing about this is like,
but that's the thing with longevity. Like Sid probably would have been up there too if
oh,
he didn't get hurt 17
absolutely.
times.
I also argue that like that makes the fact that he's top 10 points for like all time and the
Even
amount of
better.
like yeah, like he's not played the amount of games that he probably should have and he's still done that. So like yes, you can
No,
say
and
you're going to break a
we'll
record, but you have to be healthy, you have to have full seasons,
we'll probably say the
etc.,
same thing
etc.
about Jack Hughes when he gets older if he keeps producing the points that he like should be of like,
Yeah.
oh well, he had those rough seasons in the beginning.
Yeah.
Um, but so it's Leon Draisaitl, Austin Matthews, and then David Pastrnak is mentioned by some people, not by others. But so we wanted to look at like the pace comparatively if you look at like Gretzky and Ovechkin. But I think what I am excited to look at is especially Ovechkin because we talk a lot about how just completely different eras when you look at the
Yes.
Gretzky era versus now. And some people want to claim that because of like the lighter equipment and the faster speed that Gretzky would have had even more goals, which is great. Goalies didn't know how to play when
Goaltending was very
when
optional.
like the way that we've been talking about goaltending this year, that's how it's felt for Gretzky.
Yeah.
And like obviously I was not alive. I have not like gone back and studied like a film of Gretzky playing,
Yeah.
but I've seen
It was a
enough.
very different era though.
Yeah.
Like
And
I think I
so
saw something the other day where I don't know how I don't that math is beyond me. I didn't really look into it, but they can calculate the goals and kind of convert it to the
like the
current era.
inflation thing, yeah, and
Yeah.
Gretzky's like third
Yes. Because
or
it's
fourth actually, I think.
the way the game is played is absolutely not the same as it was, which I also feel like makes I don't want to say makes the records like illegitimate, but some of them like when we talk about the points record, like it's actually insane.
I'm just
Like
happy someone
there's
broke
yes. But I feel
um
like
the goals. How many points does he have?
Gretzky finished with, he had 2,805. Oh my God. 2,857. I was going to say it like that. In 1,487 games. Which, if you do that point per game for his career, is 1.92 points a game average. So, like, And again, are the only active players that are in the top, well, Ovi's 11. It's only Sid and Ovi, and Sid I think's at just past 1,600 points this year. So like
It's just
it's
it's such a
insane.
different game.
Yeah.
And I think that it's hard. It's really hard when you look at it. Because, like, okay, I don't think we mentioned this last week. Oh, okay, hold on.
Rewind.
You know
What's
how,
the Go ahead.
so Ovechkin scores.
Yes.
20 minutes
He
later,
did.
Castellanos decides to score a grand slam. This man always.
Is he the one that always does things on like really bad, like something happens, like he'll hit a home run and something like absolutely terrible happens, which I think
I
is
just think it's really
funny.
funny because everyone's like, oh, he killed Gretzky's record and Castellanos hits a grand slam.
The same day. Oh
And
my
I'm
God, I didn't
like,
know
oh
that.
my God. Yeah, I tweeted about it because I thought
That's
it
so
was really funny.
funny. Everyone at work was always like, I think it's funny that people keep a list of like stuff that's happened on days that he does things, but
It's
that's
really funny.
hilarious. That's
And like
hilarious.
if that man, if you're like watching the Phillies and Castellanos goes up and you
Be
see
prepared for
him
some
just
breaking news.
like massive drive to left field and you're just like, oh no, what happened in the news that I'm not aware of?
Yeah. Imagine that being your whole legacy though. Like nobody else knows who he is because of that. You know what I mean? Like
They did
that's
play
iconic.
the goal at the Nats game and everyone looked very
Fun.
thrilled. So good for them.
That
But
is
yeah,
good.
I think that Gretzky has a very high hockey IQ. I think that he was great in his era of play. I think that the game of hockey is so completely different now that it's like comparing apples and oranges. Like I've spoken to my grandfather about when he played hockey and like how he viewed everything and even he's like, listen, like I can still skate. I'm not skating that
Doesn't mean
fast.
yeah, I was gonna say
And
doesn't mean
like
you're gonna keep up with how it's played today because it's so much faster. That too.
it's so much
Like
faster. And like some people want to argue that Gretzky like could have been that fast and I'm like, but could he have? And they're like, well, different sticks. And I'm
yeah.
like, that's great, but like
Eh,
not every like also okay, so the other argument is that if it was just that era, then everyone in Gretzky's era would have been that much better. But what you just said is that the only person in the top 10 from the modern era is Sid.
active, yeah, yeah. Yeah, which would be yeah, post lockout, which would be modern, yeah. So that
So
pretty
like,
much
yeah, like those people are also up there.
but I also think again, like you're talking about I would have to go back. They weren't playing I don't think they were playing full 82 game seasons.
No, I
Obviously
think
not.
it's expanded since. And like you weren't traveling as much because they weren't as
Yeah.
many teams.
And
And
the like injuries I'm sure weren't as bad. Like there's like again, it's so different in comparison that yeah, it's cool that you could
yeah,
break a record, but like it's not like if you were to start over and start, which is kind of why I love the PWHL because like their records are like completely brand new in terms
yeah.
of like this is their current era of hockey.
Like we're not counting records from like the
Yes.
past leagues.
And like you can so like in 100 years, like the NHL, like when you look back on this current era of women's hockey, like it's gonna be different than it is in 100 years, but at least it's like it's not as different as what we look at the does that make any sense? Like the NHL's beginning to now is so drastically different, and I feel like it
Well,
won't be that
yeah.
I know, but I'm saying like I feel like it won't be that
You're going from like the
obvious,
1920s.
literally, to the well, now the
Like we have
2020s.
phones
I
now.
hate that.
I feel like it's
Did
really
they did they like couldn't have traveled by plane because there's only like 6 teams and they were all like in drivable distance or like
like
on a train. How'd they get there? I
like
don't know. Oh
like
my
we've
God.
had like oh my God. Like it's so hard to compare. And even like sorry, Gretzky, we have Google now. Um
We
the
have
amount of but the
technology.
amount of innovation that has happened in the sport of hockey, it's
Mhm.
really hard to compare like what would have happened
Yeah.
versus what is happening, especially on the goalie front. When you go back and if you watch like Miracle on Ice,
Yes.
like because that's like what I think of because like the goalie equipment that Jim Craig was wearing. But go back even further.
They didn't
Like
wear masks for like how long?
they didn't wear masks, they barely had equipment. Like
Yeah. They were
I one of my favorite places in the world is Ingalls Rink. It's on Yale's campus. It's their hockey rink. They have this room downstairs for members of their hockey association. I think it's open to the public now, but it used to be like an
fun.
exclusive club where you can go and get dinner. It was like a suite basically. It was really lovely.
Fancy.
You they have the entire history of Yale hockey on the walls down there. And so you can go all the way back and watch and go like the first hockey team that's there. And I'll take a picture of it
Yeah.
next time I'm there. But you can, I think it's like 1940, 1930 or
Oh
something.
my God.
And like the equipment they have is just so different. And then my grandfather, like his jersey is a cable knit sweater.
Yep. Which is I kind of love that. Like
Like,
bring those back actually. Bring that back.
but like, even if you're just looking at like equipment, like it's so different.
Yeah.
And I love like I'll take you with me one day and we can go look at it. But like, even though Yale loses
I'm
every
there.
single time
That's
that
okay.
someone, I'm also not friends with
I'm just
anyone
here
I've
for the
taken to a
vibe.
Yale game, which is so
I
funny.
know you said that before.
The three friends I've taken to Yale games, specifically Yale Harvard games,
Uh, well, it might be just that.
I don't talk
That
to.
might be your problem.
Yeah.
That might
Um,
be it.
so anyways, it's like a gorgeous like representation of hockey history, like all in one place. Um, so when we're looking at the modern era and we're looking at current equipment,
Yes, it's
we're
very
looking at
different.
these three players, and then we're looking at Connor McDavid if we are looking at points.
Yeah,
Possibly. Maybe.
very possibly.
Mind you, everyone needs to stay healthy and everyone needs to keep producing at a certain pace. But Brianna,
Yeah,
I'm passing the floor on to you because I just keep
fun.
talking.
So I didn't do the actual math of like what it would take to catch. I can do that right now. But in terms of like how many, so now we all know Ovi is 895 goals in 1,487 games. Same exact amount of games Gretzky played. Gretzky finished with 894. Of course, 5 billion points. That being said, um, so if we're talking Matthews, Draisaitl, Pasta, this is where I think everyone thinks of Matthews as getting like if it were to break again, it would be him. Um, as of today, April 6th, I don't know if any of these teams play. I think Boston plays later. Anyway, as of right now,
As of 6:30 on Sunday,
yeah.
April 6th,
um,
2025.
Austin Matthews has 398 career goals in 623 games. That is a pace of 0.63 goals per game. Mind you, Ovi and all of that and all this time coming up to today, his career pace in goals was 0.60 goals per game.
How many games does
Matthews,
no
Ovi,
Ovi?
1487.
Okay, so if Matthews plays,
The same amount?
so if Matthews plays 1487 at a 6.3 goals per game, you
Yep.
said, right?
Like over 900.
He would have 936 goals at the end of his career.
That is again assuming he plays for that long and maintains that pace. That's what the pace is again. To have almost 400 goals and not even 650 games is crazy.
No, that is crazy. And I
So,
I didn't mean to just diminish him earlier. I just think that like the fall off this year because
yeah.
he's not playing the way that he was playing
I mean,
last
also
year.
to come off of 69 goals and like before that it was 60. So, like, yeah, a 30
Yeah,
goal, like for some players, 30 goal
30 goals
seasons
is
are
great.
sick. Yeah. But for like when you think Austin Matthews, you're like, he almost scored 70 and 70 is not scored by
But
many.
to be less than half of where you were last
Yeah,
year, with a team that is about to go to the playoffs, like that's rough.
it is.
That's rough.
So,
And
again,
it's part of it's probably like his captaincy thing and like there's a lot to it this year, but
hmm
just saying.
just we're all just saying, yes. So Draisaitl, I also didn't. If you count age, I think Matthews is what 28. I didn't look that up. Hold on. He's born in 1997. I can't do math in my head.
Yeah, he should be like 28-ish.
27.
He's
He turns
turning 28.
28. By next season, he'll be 28. Okay, so 28. Draisaitl, I think he will turn 30. His birthday's in October. Tell me why I know that. I don't know. Draisaitl will be 30 by time next season starts. As of today, 399 goals in 790 career games. That is a .51 goals per game pace.
He'd be at 758 if he played the same number of games.
Yes. Okay. And that would I had to like figure out this is the other thing too, if you go by age, you'd have to figure out how old they would be and how many games you're playing like by season, and it's confusing and a lot. So that's Leon. Pasta, I think he's the oldest of all of them.
No.
Not me. Not me typing this in, and the first thing that comes up is pastrami queen.
Pasta's 27 or 28.
What the heck? Oh, it's right. I always forget how he's not as old as I think he is.
No, he's
He's
like,
28.
yeah, he's young.
He
Or
turns
he's younger.
29. Turns 29 in May.
Well,
As
like
of today,
he has a kid and he like the whole like I
yeah,
just think that he's a lot older. So
true. That's what I mean. He has 388 goals in 751 games, 0.52 goals per game
he'd be at
career.
773 if he
Yeah.
played the same number of games. Can you do me a favor?
Yes.
Pull up Willie.
Nylander?
Yeah.
William. I hate calling him William. I never call him William. At work, I always call him Willie, and everybody looks at me like I'm insane.
Willie
I'm like, well, that's what
Style.
his name is Willie,
Yeah.
not William. Get out of here.
No.
He has, as of today, 261 and 679 games,
Can you do that math for me real
which
quick?
is, yes. Sorry, I'm like processing very slow.
It's okay. I'm doing the other math.
261, they're 0.39.
So you'd have 579. Okay.
Yeah,
Just
which
because he's having a good season.
I want to say that'd be a record for Toronto,
Well, I mean,
but
if
a lot of these
Matthews
would
is
be.
staying, I
That's true.
just
But out of the three of them, the only one keeping pace, as like Ovi has up until today, Matthews has a higher goals per game, if you account for that. But
it's if he
that's
can keep up that
assuming
clip. Yeah.
you score like 40 a season. So who knows?
And then if we're looking at points,
Yeah. So I put McKinnon in this too because I realized he also hit 1,000, but many more games played. So the record is again 2,857 points in 1,497 games.
87.
87. That is correct. I look at eights and nines and I flip them all the time.
Okay.
It's really bad. um,
Okay. That's good. You
so
work in stats. That's great
yeah,
to
it's
know.
okay. It's gotten better, but like when I was in school, I was like 89 is 98, and I'm like it's fine. Gretzky finished career with 1.92 points per game average. I should have checked Sid on this, but I don't think Sid only has like 2 years left if he plays 2 years, and I don't love him, but I don't think it's
We
gonna
can pull
happen.
him up. We can
Obviously,
pull him up at the end. It's okay.
McDavid, as of today, he hasn't played in a while. Obviously, he's hurt. 1,072 points in 708 games played. He's coming in at a career 1.51 points per game, so a point and a half per game,
So if he plays the same number of games, he'd be at 2245.
which is still 600 points behind.
How many games has he played?
708. That's actually insane. It's
He would
yeah,
need to play probably 11 or 12 more seasons.
from today,
Yeah,
from
because
now. Yeah,
he has 9.5 more seasons to get to the same number of games played. Um, and so if he
and he's only 28,
like
so he'd be
he
30.
could
Yeah, so
he
he'd
could
be the
play into
same
his
age as
forties.
yeah, it'd be like the same age Ovi is, basically.
Yeah. What
Yes.
I don't even think it's worth discussing anyone else if
No.
McDavid's that far behind.
And
With
he's like the highest. Like I did Nate, and Nate's at he has 1,014 and 869, and his points per game is only 117. So like he's played almost 200 games more and is still behind. So like it just seems insane when you think about it.
if
But
you're
yeah,
for Gretzky's all-time points record, that includes playoffs or no?
nope, that's just regular season.
Okay. And this is
All
okay.
of these are regular season. I could do
Yeah.
both, but
No, someone the other day was getting like into it on Twitter about how Gretzky has way more when you look at playoffs.
he
And so
does.
this shouldn't be considered the all-time goals record. And someone's
But
like,
playoffs don't Like those records
Playoffs
don't
aren't
count.
guaranteed.
No. And not everybody plays in the playoffs.
Like not everyone plays in the like only okay, first off, only half the teams play in the playoffs. Two, Ovechkin's been on the same team his entire career.
Yep.
Which by the way, fun fact, Bree pointed this out. He got drafted 21
Oh
years
yeah.
ago
No, no, they
today.
won the draft lottery
Oh, okay.
to draft him.
That
So
one.
like when they put all the little like ball things, well now
Yeah,
they do
yeah,
like
yeah.
little balls. The Caps found out they had the first overall pick 21 years ago
Yeah,
today.
so they basically drafted
So
him 21 years
basically,
ago.
yeah, in their heads they drafted
In their
him
heads, they were
21
like,
years
we got
ago.
that one.
Yes. They're like, "Oh, I know exactly who I'm taking. It's fine." But yeah, that was 21 years ago today, to the day.
So if Matthews stays healthy,
Yep.
I think we can see him break Ovi's record.
I think so. It might be a while. Like I don't think I mean again, he's only at almost 400, so you'd have to
But
score more than 5. But at the if he keeps the pace it is, I don't see how it doesn't happen unless like he doesn't he just stops scoring goals, which I guess is a possibility, but also I feel like Toronto would hate that. So, I think that's probably the best I don't say the best bet, but like if you would like look at somebody that's currently playing and be like, there's enough evidence to kind of foresee it happening, I feel like he'd be the one you would go with.
I also feel like this is where when we look at like points per game and stuff, this is another argument for putting kids in a little bit later. Because like, I don't know, Celebrini, Macklin,
Yeah,
Celebrini, comma Macklin, um,
celebrating Macklin.
Celebrini,
Celebrating
Bedard,
Macklin.
Michkov, like,
Connors actually is not that bad.
but what I'm
Like,
saying
despite
is
the
like
fact that they
they
make
also
it
play
sound
on
like
bad teams.
yes,
And I
and
think that's like
you're not gonna get a lot of points when your team doesn't score.
no, and so that's the thing is like, are
So,
you ever gonna find another player who gets like is really good? Like you'd probably have to have someone like Leonard or Gabe Perreault or Cole Iserman who not Cole Iserman. Sorry, the Islanders are probably never going to get to a point where they can actually
no,
help him
it's
out there.
okay.
But you kind of have to get like drafted lower
hmm
to like have a chance to
Yeah, because I think again we've talked about, and I think it's also something that's changed. Like when we were going over this the other day about something that Sid had done. Oh, we were talking about the last rookie to score 30 goals that didn't win the Calder, which actually happened pretty recently. Fun fact, I had to look it up. But um somebody was like, "Can you tell me like Hall of Famers or future Hall of Famers who like didn't win the Calder?" And I said Sid because Sid has not won the Calder because the year that they came in, him and Ovi came in the same rookie year because it was a lockout, and they both got 100 points, and Ovi ended up winning the Calder. But I feel like we always see the first overall pick, you're drafted, you're put on your team's always bad, and then usually your team figures it out and then you're in a good spot. The as with McKinnon and McDavid, like there's a million of them you could Sid is obviously another one too. I feel like the day and age of your first overall pick, you're gonna come in and immediately have that impact are like they're gone. Because
yeah.
McDavid didn't have a good rookie season. McKinnon didn't have a good rookie season. Well, he did, but it wasn't like great. Like all of your like typical superstars now did not come in and like blow the doors off the league. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's another part of it. Like you could make them wait and it would probably benefit them more, but I feel like everybody's like, "No, first overall pick is going to be amazing." And then we see how that goes. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
I
watch us say that and then like Celebrini pops off next year and we're like, "Oh my god,
I would love it.
never
I would
mind."
love to see it happen. I would love for someone to break. Listen, I think that being able to break a record set in such a different era would be great. I think
mhm.
that we also need to start giving more flowers for breaking records in the current era.
Yep.
Like I think if we're looking at, like when Sid and Ovi came in and track records from that point on, and then we
Yeah.
start giving people flowers for breaking their records
Yeah,
because
cuz those are the most relevant to your time of playing hockey.
like and again, like all due respect to the game that Gretzky did play, like at what point do we stop talking about him? Um,
That, and I was gonna say like
and like not that
I
he
feel
doesn't
like
deserve it, but also like
no, but
it's so different. And the argument that, well, no one's gonna be able to do it ever is just getting really tired.
yeah, and I think now we see a lot of the like a lot of the young kids that come in, like their favorite players or the people they liked watching are Sid, are Ovi. They're not naming players that they didn't get to watch. Like I
Because
never watched Gretzky play hockey.
yeah, because we weren't alive.
Exactly. So in my head, I was the same way. Like Sid is like the end all be all, like I hate saying the word goat,
No, but
but that is
I
like
think
that's to me is
also Sid is one of the best players to ever touch the ice.
yeah.
He is consistent. He is a good 200-foot player. He is
Hmm.
an amazing captain. I think like when you look at like Crosby as an overall player, I think that there is something to be said for the impact that he has had on this game,
Yep.
even though he may not be at the top of the record books. And I would love if we could go back in time and be like, don't get injured. Put him in
Please.
bubble wrap.
No, I just like get the players to like please don't
Just like
avoid this area around him.
imagine if he had that time back.
It would have been insane, especially because like I hate
Imagine
again. I
if
also hate saying like your prime, but because he was so young, and like putting up the numbers he was, it would have been like an astronomically different.
completely different.
Yeah, it would have been insane.
Like, and that's what
That makes
sucks.
me sad. I say I don't. I can't like stop.
Because when you
But
look at
yeah,
Ovechkin, like this, correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't know enough about his history, but I feel like this was the first year where he got like significantly injured.
yes, I think we had
Um,
talked about it. He missed like a couple games, but nothing like
Not like
weeks.
4 to 6 weeks,
Yeah, like
months.
not like a you can't play for a long amount of time. It was like, okay, you've missed 3 games here, 4 games here, whatever. Which is also insane that you've gone that long without experiencing an injury of that
Yeah.
nature, which is also
And then
really
was
good, I
able to
guess.
bounce back from the
Yeah,
injury.
an injury.
I just
Um,
like I think when you look at it, like Crosby has a better overall game than Ovechkin does.
yeah, and I think when we talk about him, like them as a whole, it's Sid is your better 200-foot player, Ovi's the goal scorer. Like that is who they are,
Yeah.
but
But I
they're
think
not
that
going to
when
get
you're
the
looking
same
at it
thing.
then Crosby's a better hockey player.
That's how I look at it.
No, that's my opinion
But
too.
I also
And
think
I
people are like, no goals. And I'm like, yeah, but you can't just scoring goals does not make you a good hockey player.
I'm sorry, but if we have to talk about just scoring goals for being an amazing hockey player, then no defenseman will ever be a great hockey player, and
Yeah.
no goalie will ever be a great hockey player. And I
You
understand
tell
that
them.
it's like it just
No, I
you're
get it.
not
Listen.
saying that Hank is a bad hockey player because he didn't score a goal.
No, but dang. I didn't realize, yeah, imagine if you got a goalie goal.
But like,
But
could
yes,
you
you're
imagine
right.
looking
It's a
someone in the
different
face and saying that Patrick Waugh and Henrik Lundqvist are
it's
bad hockey players?
a different position and you can't again, everybody is a different player, different position. It's not all going to be like you're not cookie cutters.
No, but when
And
you're
then if it
looking at
was, it'd be boring.
but if we're just looking at forwards, your job is still also to protect your net. And if you're
Mhm.
looking at it overall,
Yep.
Sid's the better hockey player.
I
Sorry.
agree. Nope. I stand by that. I literally will argue with it every time. I'm like, I could tell you why. Like, there's so many reasons why, but
We can do like a full breakdown on it
whatever.
during the off season if we want to.
True.
Um, but yeah, I wish Sid had that time back. I feel like it
I
would have been
agree.
nice.
That's why I'm
Um,
like, I'm just when we watch him now, I'm like, oh, it's like we're now that and we're in that. I think about this all the time with Flurry. I'm like, we're in that era now where like people that we grew up watching hockey are like retiring, and I'm like, stop, don't go anywhere. Like you can't leave. I stay where
I
you're. Stay there. Don't go.
I have two hockey sticks I don't play with, and one's a Sid and one's an Ovi. And my mother almost threw them out the other day. And I was like, "What are you doing?"
No. Like, mother, please
I also
understand.
would like to note that the tape jobs on them are so questionable. I don't know who did
Did
them
you
because
do
it
oh, I
wasn't
said,
me.
did you do them?
Um,
That's
there's,
okay. It
but
adds to the, like, mystery of them. Like, "Oh, it's so cool."
um, sorry, we got distracted. I just Fleury retiring is gonna get me. I'm really glad
I
that he
know.
has playoffs. Hopefully, maybe.
Fingers
ooh,
crossed.
the Wild are really killing themselves right
I
now.
know. But like, yeah. It's so I just hate it. Like knowing like you've watched and I like it's like a test to being like, okay, they've played for that long and it's really great, but at the same time I'm like, don't can you just stay a little long? I know it's not possible, but like
Yeah.
it's very weird to think about like watching hockey and like not those players not being in it.
Yeah.
So,
Um,
I don't know.
really, really quickly, while we're talking about different positions and points and everything, I would like to note that if Lane Hudson does not win the Calder, I'm going to throw a fit because
Oh yeah.
I think we also need to move away, especially like with the Norris Trophy. Like I understand that like part of getting points is part of winning the Norris,
Uh, it didn't used to be.
but like can it not be?
Now it's like all that it is.
But can we have maybe like an award for like an offensive defenseman or like a
Well, that's what
defensive
people were
defenseman?
like, you should have
Because
two.
yeah, because we're getting to a point where it's like, okay, the Calder needs to go to Lane, but I think that the
I
finalists need to be Wolf, Celebrini, and Hudson. Um,
yeah.
and Hudson needs to win it. There's again different
Yes.
positions and everything, but when you're looking at just Celebrini and Hudson, Hudson's outplaying Mac, no problem. Um, and Dustin
Yeah.
Wolf, great job, so proud of you, but it's Hudson's killing it. Um,
I agree.
when we're looking at the Norris, you're probably looking, correct me if I'm wrong, but you're looking at like Werenski and Hughes probably.
Yeah. Although Kale's majorly pulled away from both of
Yeah.
them, but which it means I for a while didn't think he'd win it this year. But yeah,
No,
it's
but
those
again,
are
why
your
are we
top
just
three.
going off of points?
This was a big argument last year too when Quinn won it. They were like, he doesn't play on the PK. How can you give it to a defenseman who doesn't play on the PK? And I'm
I
like,
don't disagree with that concept,
I
but especially
understand.
this year, like I'm looking at what Quinn does
Yeah.
for the Canucks and I'm looking at what Kale does for the Avs, and I'm like, yeah, Kale, you're a great player. You
Hmm.
are amazing. Quinn is the Canucks.
Yeah. But that's why that becomes a heart conversation.
Yes.
Because then if I always look at the heart as like if you have that team and you take this one player away, then if the team can't operate with that one player on it, then you get the heart. You know what I mean? Like,
Except I feel like the Hart has turned into the Art Ross,
yes.
and that's a
It wasn't
problem.
that it wasn't last year,
No,
surprisingly.
but that's what like I'm hearing conversations from like other hockey podcasts where they talk about they're talking about Kucherov, they're talking
Hmm.
about McDavid, and they're talking about McKinnon.
Why is McDavid in there?
Don't
It
know.
should be Draisaitl
Don't know. And
because McDavid. Okay,
that's my argument though is
it's
Draisaitl should be
interesting.
there, but if we're looking at it
Absolutely,
overall,
yeah,
I think for the Hart this year, hot take maybe, I think you're looking at Quinn Hughes.
I agree.
I think you're looking at Nick Suzuki,
Ooh, I also agree.
and I think you're looking at David Pastrnak.
I think if you go to like betting wise, I think Hellebuck became the favorite, which
No, and I disagree with that because if you
I
look
also
at
disagree
the
with that.
season that Olmark won,
Yeah, you got the Vezina.
the Vezina,
Yeah,
and
he didn't get any heart.
he
He didn't
wasn't
get
even in
any.
conversation for the Hart.
Yeah, but
And
I
you look at
also
his
like
stats in comparison to Hellebuck's stats, and then when you look at, I want to say Carey Price when he won,
yes, he's the last goalie to win the heart.
he was sub two.
Hmm.
He was nine something. Hellebuck's not quite there.
And I
And I
also
don't think that
think
you can give him the heart unless he is sub two. I also don't think that Hellebuck is the reason that the Jets are doing as well as they are.
that's what I
And
was gonna
that's my
say.
issue is you need
Like
that one player where you like if you take Pasta off the Bruins,
Pence.
they're screwed.
Yes. I was gonna say, I think like Hellebuck is a part of the puzzle piece, which is why the Jets operate as well as they do. But again, if you're looking at taking one player away from that team, if you take him away, you could probably put this is the argument we make about the Avs too. You could put a subpar goalie in there and they're still gonna win
Yeah.
because they are that well rounded of a team. Yes, having Hellebuck is great because he's amazing and he's gonna get you those wins, but he is not the sole reason you are playing well. Which to me does not mean you deserve the heart. No offense.
Yeah, no,
That's
I
how I
agree.
look at it. I that's my yeah. So I agree with all those points. We're on the same wavelength.
No, I know we are. I just
I can't believe people are still talking McDavid though. Like
we're gonna
he has
get
not been. No, not this year.
No.
Anyway, yes, I agree. I think I honestly like, despite the fact Quinn hasn't played that much this season because he's been hurt. Again, he is the Canucks. Like that for
Like
me.
there were jokes that he was called like the Quinux.
Yeah, because again, if he's not on that team, there is no team.
Yeah.
Like they, I don't know. I wish I got a say to vote because I'm like, don't go with the pack. Like, don't just be like, yeah, obviously it should be this person. Like, no, think about it a little bit, please.
And that's I really hope that they don't fall into that with Celebrini.
Yeah,
Um,
and like that one, I feel like is so obvious. Cause like, but I also felt the same way last year about Bedard putting up the numbers he did last year when he missed 20 games because he was hurt was still impressive. But when it was a forward and two defensemen, Brock Faber, in my mind, I
I
was
think
like,
Faber should have won it.
exactly. I was like, yes, cool, but also like, look what he's doing as a rookie. I think that's insane. But because it's Bedard and because he was a rookie and he did what he did, but I was the same way. I was like, what are we doing? Like, clear to me, it seems clear, but I don't get a say.
No,
So,
I think that if you're looking at like Hart, I can understand having like a few different conversations around it, but
yeah, because I think also it's harder when it's open to literally everybody. Like it's not a position limited. Like anybody can win that.
I think
But
McKinnon is probably my front runner out of
I
the people that I
think
am
so too.
hearing about right now.
Yeah,
Because the people that
yeah,
I want to be there are not there.
yeah. I have seen more about Quinn. I Nick Suzuki, I would love that, but
I don't know that he's done enough, but I
mm,
think that like
it's the start of the Heart campaign. Get it rolling this year, next year. So like, you know what? We started it already. He's played like, I think I remember doing something last season. He's played like, this will be his fourth season playing like a full 82 game season. And like the points he's putting up this year, it's crazy. Like
he's
again,
just not even points wise. I feel like
he's playing
he's
so well.
really good at reading and getting pucks
Hmm.
to his teammates when they need it and getting them out of bad spots and doing a good job with special teams. He does a great job in the locker room. And like I don't know if like maybe he's like a Lady Bing conversation this year.
Let's see
Um,
how many penalty minutes he has. What's your guess?
oh God, the whole season,
Yeah, that's how they usually go off. They go off the least amount of penalty minutes for Lady Bang.
which is ridiculous. And I don't think that's what it
I
should be. But
also,
anyways,
I listen. I also know that.
like
Trust me.
I want to say it was Jeff Merrick was saying that like Ovechkin bringing the team back out to congratulate Fleury is something that like should
Yeah.
be considered for Lady Bang, and I agree. Um, I think Nick Suzuki has 63 penalty minutes this year.
Oh my God. Let's see. You are absolutely not correct.
Am I higher or lower?
Uh, like insanely lower, single digits.
He has single digits? Oh, really? Good for him.
Yeah, he has 6 penalty minutes.
Oh, good.
21st on the team. The most is on the Habs is Jack Eye, of course,
Yeah, of course it is.
118.
I'm like, it's gonna be
Um,
Jack Eye and then like Slav.
no, Slavkovsky's sixth.
Really?
He has 39.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, but yes, so
Why
he
did I
could be
think
in
he had
contention.
63?
That's an
I,
insane amount of penalty minutes. I feel like for
I
him.
would like to note, I didn't actually think that that's just the number that came into my head. And I was like, "Ah, that sounds like a good number."
63. But like honestly, that is Lady Bing conversation worthy, I feel, if you're going off penalty minutes. But who knows?
I just feel like penalty minutes when you're looking at like the quality of that team and like the Habs are a vibe right now.
Yeah, what they're
Um,
doing.
yeah, I will say Lazarus, sorry, you got trashed on Twitter for saying that the Hab like the Bell he said that the Bell Center deserves the playoffs
I would go
more
to a
right
game
now.
at the Bell. Well, also real.
But so like again, like his fan base is primarily Rangers fans because he's a Rangers fan. Um, and people were like attacking him. And I'm like, no, I agree with you,
I'm
actually,
saying,
because
sorry.
the pop in the Bell Center when they score is insane. The vibes there look just like
Yeah,
immaculate.
let them have it.
Let them
I
have it.
want
I
them
think
to
it would
have
be
it.
great for the sport. I think it would be great for Canada. I think that it would be really fun for some of those
Also
young
for the
kids.
city,
And I
yeah,
feel like Cole's having a great season, Slav is having a great season, Suzuki's having a great season, Hudson's having a great
it's
season.
worth it. Yeah.
Like, give those kids a chance to taste it.
Hmm. Yeah.
Because
Doesn't
also,
have to like,
if you're someone who's complaining about the same matchups all of the time, we need new teams in there. And if you, even if they get swept in the first round versus the Caps,
guess what? They still made it.
let them taste playoff hockey back in Montreal.
Hmm.
Also,
Yeah.
imagine if you have the Victoire and the Habs. That
Please.
city might
That'd
blow
be
up.
insane. That'd be good for them though. That'd be crazy. Like I would want that. So
I think
yeah,
I would rather
let them
see
have it.
I agree. I think I would rather see playoff
Yeah.
hockey at the Bell Center than at the Garden this year.
Yeah.
Sorry, not sorry.
I say I don't want to like yeah. There's some yeah, they did
After
it
the
right.
Rangers lost yesterday, I don't want to see them get to the
I
playoffs
was gonna say
because
it's
that
like
team does
not
not
worth
care.
it. No, it's
No.
not worth it. You're gonna waste a spot that'd be well like would be better off for another team that is more deserving of it. So yeah, they can have that. And I will say that with my full heart. Goodbye.
Yeah. Well,
I
on
don't
that.
care. I don't care. Yeah.
So Hudson for Calder. We think
Yep.
McCarr for the Norris. And then who are
Probably.
you saying for Hart? I think McKinnon.
Yeah. I honestly feel like as much I feel like Nate would win it again and should probably win it again. I honestly feel like they might go Kucherov this season.
But when you take Kucherov off the Lightning, I don't think that he makes that much of an
This
impact.
mm, I don't know. It's tough. Like yes, not as big of an impact.
Like I think that there's
But
something to be said for like how much Nature's production has increased since he's been on a line with
yeah.
Mac. Um,
Oh, absolutely. I think yeah, you're looking at more of a how somebody's contributing to their whole team opposed
I'm
to an
talking about how
individual.
we actually should be doing the
Yeah,
heart.
I agree.
I think that Mac is worlds above Kucherov this year.
I I agree. So yeah, I would say that. And yeah, we'll see. There's like a whole bunch. I love award season. I was being like, this is what should happen, but this is what's going to happen.
And then
This is what
Hellebuck will
I
get the
would do.
Vezina.
Yeah, there's like nobody like we knew that in like November.
Vasilevsky is looking decent, but not the
Yeah,
same
but
level.
not no.
Could you imagine if we have a USA Canada goalie matchup again in the playoffs? We get the
Please.
Blues versus Hellebuck.
Could you imagine?
Be crazy.
I'd be
Not the Blues versus Hellebuck. I mean Bennington. Jesus.
well, but you know what? We all know what you mean. I'll take it.
I'm losing it.
I'll take it.
All right.
But
I Mackenzie has to go start a new job in
yeah,
Manhattan tomorrow, so I have
I'll
to
say good luck.
yeah, everyone
Good
leave a
luck from
comment,
the
let me know.
yeah. Gonna act like all those little people chiming in. Yeah.
Um, rate, review, subscribe, all that fun stuff. We're gonna have some graphics coming out for the Frozen 4 this weekend.
Yay.
Um, we're gonna hopefully try to get some stuff together for the playoffs so everyone knows who they want to root for, what they're doing. Again, fill out that bracket if you haven't already, or sign up for it. You can't fill
I
out the
have to do
bracket
it.
till it's done.
Yes.
But you can sign up. We'll do like a little something, maybe, if enough people
And
sign up.
bragging rights. Yeah.
Yeah.
To
If
get
it's
you
like
right.
5 people, we're gonna do bragging rights. If we get a decent amount of people, we might do like a
We'll
small
see.
thing. We'll see.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, that's all. We will see y'all next week.
Yeah.
And then it'll be the week the playoffs start.
Whoa. What?
Crazy.
It's crazy. I actually, it's insane. Oh my God. It's like our last full, no, our last full week of regular
Yeah,
season
it is our
hockey.
last full week of regular season hockey.
Enjoy it. Oh, it makes me want to cry.
Yep, me too.
What the heck? Anyway,
All right. Well, we will see you guys later.
bye. Thanks for listening.
Bye.